If you're with an addict, you must support and encourage them to make good decisions. But it's hard making good decisions when you're an addict yourself. So today's topic is, our question topic, can two addicts survive in a relationship? Are two addicts really in love? The relationship, basically discussing the relationship between two addicts and what that means. So right now I'm just sitting outside planting some stuff. I got some strawberries that I'm about to plant. I got the little strawberry pellets in here. So we're just gonna sit around and chit chat for a little while. So y'all bear with me. Right now we're gonna just pour this in here and let them get big. And let them get a little bigger. Okay. Ooh, I don't even think you can see it. But anyways, can an addict and another addict have a relationship and the relationship work? It just all depends. It all depends. But it has toxic written all over it. All over it. It's already hard being in a relationship. But being in a relationship with an addict, the deceit hits differently. It's totally different. Your communication is revolved around drugs. Y'all both codependent of each other to provide that next fix. Y'all only on the same page when y'all high. You go out to eat less. You make plans, cancel them same plans. Your bills get neglected. Cars get repoed. Evictions get processed. Y'all start hiding shit from each other. It's rough. It's real rough. And you know how I know? Because that was me. I was an addict, and out of all the relationships that I've had, maybe about 2 or 3 were not addicts. Everyone else was addicted to cocaine. Every one of them. I didn't go looking for them because I was a high maintenance addict. Like, I had a car, I had jobs, I always had money. I went on trips, went out of the country. But I guess that's for a totally another video about a functioning addict. So I never went around just looking, saying I do cocaine on my forehead. I want to date another cocaine addict. I never set out to do that. But it just always happened that an addict and I crossed paths. And we ended up dating. And it was all fun in the beginning. He get high together and all that. But then the drugs run out. The bills got to get paid. Time to go to work. Like I said, bills get neglected, responsibilities start to get neglected. So it's just a lot. It's a lot to consider. To love an addict, and you're not an addict, but to be an addict and in love with the addict, it's really hard. Because who gonna motivate who? So y'all, it's like puffing up. You see, oh shoot. Yikes. We don't know what's gonna happen with that now. Let's hope for the best. I don't know. But anyways, as I was saying, I never look for an addict to fall in love with. But the universe is only gonna send you a cooperative component. So if you wanna change the things that you attract, you gotta change who you are. You gotta change how you are. So 9 times out of 10, I ended up with an addict. Like I said, we didn't ask each other, did you get high? Like in the beginning, okay, we're gonna be together. It was never like that. Sometimes we both hid it from each other. Like I would go get high in another room and she would go get high in another room. And then I started wondering, damn, is she getting high? And she started wondering the same thing about me. And then one of us brought it up and we said, yeah, and okay, there it is. There we go, getting high together. And, you know, drugs is what kept us together. But drugs is also what broke us up. You start loving the drug more than you love the relationship. You start wanting to spend time with the drug more than you spend time with your mate. So if your relationship is based around drugs, what happens when the drugs run out and it's just y'all two? then what? Like I said, you love the drug more than you love the relationship. And don't let one of them, one of y'all want to quit, want to go to rehab, want to change your life. Many times I said, wanting to quit, like, Nikki, what the hell are you doing? You don't even like this drug. You don't even like this girl, let alone. And then I started sitting back and watching. And I stopped buying, because I wasn't buying for me, so I'm not finna buy for you. Then I gave in and I started buying for you. You begin to love the drug more than you love the relationship. If it's no drugs, it's like no relationship. So I started sitting back and like, damn, Nikki, what are you doing? You don't even like getting high. You don't even like this individual with you with when you not high. Then I started like, dang, I'm gonna stop buying this shit, because I'm an enabler and I'm an addict. I'm an enabler to her and I'm an addict. So when I stopped buying, maybe for less than 24 hours, a day or two, then they start acting up. And they're going to find other ways to go get it. Then when they come back with it, you can't beat them, so you might as well join them. They suck you right on back in. I'm telling y'all, these relationships are very toxic. And when you start loving the drug more than you love the relationship, it becomes a problem. And don't let one of y'all decide that y'all want help, that y'all want to go to rehab, that you want to stop getting high, and the other person ain't in agreement with you. Oh boy, they finna give you hell, and you ain't strong enough to fight it. So they suck you right back in. Even if you are the supplier of the drugs, you're an enabler, but you're an addict as well. Y'all only on the same page when it's about drugs. And when you in a relationship with an addict and you guys are addicts or whatever, y'all think y'all living together, but in actuality y'all dying together. I've had exes, addicts, lie on me and vice versa. They hid drugs, they stole from me. One even set me up to get raped by the dope man. Then I started, I've been manifesting my recovery since my first bump. I ain't never want to be an addict. The whole time I was on drugs, I hated being on drugs. Besides the first time, maybe the first couple of months, it was fun. But after that, it wasn't fun anymore. It was a habit. It became a habit. I formed that habit. Had a spiritual awakening, and I started doing my research. I was starting to hate cocaine. I was starting to hate the drug. Me and my friend used to say, "Fuck you, cocaine." We always used to talk about getting sober. This is my friend. This is not a partner. But so the manifestation has always been there. I've always been working to get clean, but it's just always been a habit. If I wasn't doing cocaine, it felt like I was doing something wrong. I've always had a bill right here in my bra. Then when you start looking at different things, they say when you change the things that you look at, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So I started to like wake up, like, damn, Nikki, this ain't true. And I started talking to, I would talk to my mates like, let's quit. Let's try something new. Let's this. One of them said, I like it too much. I'm not stopping. Or they've always chose the drug over me. I can't blame them because it's a powerful drug, but I wanted better for myself. I was tired of compromising my peace. I started to resent them. I started to hate my spouse because I would look at them when I was sober and they was getting high, and I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, oh my God, look how they're acting. And I hated it. But you know why I hated it? Because it was a reflection of me. And I hated me. So I knew I had to make a change. I had to break the cycle. And boy, was it hard. I never had a relationship that a girl agreed with me and was like, okay, yeah, let's stop. Never. So it's like they ain't, they ain't choose me, I ain't choosing me. Let's just get high. Come on. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was really fun, but it was a lot of hard days, a lot of hurting days. Like, I've been manifesting my rehab since I took my first hit. And my behind, I used to try to talk to my mate or to a friend or whatever, encouraging them to get off drugs, and I'm on drugs and they knew I'm on drugs. It's like my mind was already, oh God, this right here is a manifestation. I already knew 15 years ago that I was going to be talking to somebody about being sober, somebody about being free. You know how many times I laid in the bed at night and cried and said, God, please, laying right next to the addict that I'm supposed to love, God, please just let this die. Just let me die. Just let me. I want to stop. I want to stop. I want to stop. But until you make up your mind, you will know. You're inside. You will just die. You will become a new person. You are going to. You have to die. You have to be reborn. You know how you go to church and you get baptized and they say, oh, you've been reborn. No. That's not what I'm talking about. You have to be reborn. You have to become a totally different person. You have to reprogram, wipe your mind totally clean. Everything that you once learned, forget about it. Forget about it. I was listening to Les Brown, and he quoted, I don't know if it is his quote or did he quote it from someone else, but he said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Boy, oh boy. That quote right there, that's why y'all gotta read. Y'all gotta listen to motivation speakers. You have to look outside of yourself, but look within yourself. So, you know, when someone gives you advice, you have to take that advice and look within. Just don't take it for face value, but look within yourself and apply that advice. I had to line up. I had to get an alignment for what I was asking for. And I'm there, y'all. I'm there. Let me tell you something about me. I will love an addict. I will love an addict. I would never turn my back on an addict. But I will never date one ever again. It does not work. It is very, very toxic. Unless one of you guys are strong and is strong enough to go to rehab or go to rehab of your mind just to do something, and the other one is willing to follow, then you guys might have a chance. Or if you guys break up, you go your separate ways, and she does her soul searching, you do your soul searching, and y'all get clean and delivered, and y'all meet back up on the other side. Then it could work. You know, I was a prisoner in my own mind. I had to line up for what I was asking for. I would never date anyone that does drugs. I never will ever again. Not because I'm better than them, just because I used to be them, and I know. My ex-girlfriend, a couple of exes ago, but we were together for 4 years. She OD'd on cocaine laced with fentanyl. I don't believe she knew fentanyl was in it. But she did overdose and she did pass away. And if that wasn't a wake-up call for me, when I tell you that hit home so hard, and I didn't even go to the funeral, so a lot of people might have think I didn't care, but that hit me so hard. Just to know the nights that we stayed up getting high together, the times that it just was really hard for me. But so that really was a wake-up call. So her dying wasn't in vain in that aspect. Rest in peace, Book. Y'all done messed up because this is all right here. Stopping the girl. I'm gonna end it with this other quote that I heard from Les Brown. Les Brown. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. But y'all stay sober, stay honest, and stay free.